The 2025 Project, your energetic blueprint for wealth. What if everything you've been told about wealth is incomplete? What if true financial abundance isn't something you chase, but a frequency you tune into, a state of being you cultivate from the inside out? For decades, the dominant paradigm has taught us to view money as an external object, a prize to be won through struggle, a scarce resource that requires fierce competition. But a new understanding is emerging, one that merges the timeless principles of metaphysics with the cutting-edge discoveries of neuroscience and quantum physics. This is not just a theory, it's a proactive, tangible project. This is the Energy Project for 2025. The premise is simple yet profound: your financial reality is a direct reflection of your internal energetic state. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are not just abstract concepts, they are measurable frequencies that broadcast a signal to the universe. If that signal is tuned to lack, scarcity, and struggle, that is the reality you will continue to manifest. If, however, you can learn to intentionally and systematically tune your internal state to the frequency of wealth, abundance, and flow, your external world must, by universal law, rearrange itself to match. This project is a roadmap to help you do exactly that in the coming year. It is a comprehensive framework designed to move you from a state of chasing to a state of attracting, from effort to effortless flow. Over the next several minutes, we will embark on a journey together. We will start by decoding the fundamental science behind energetic abundance, exploring how your very brain serves as a frequency transmitter. We will then dive deep into the three foundational pillars of the 2025 Energy Project: mindset resonance, energetic hygiene, and aligned action, providing you with a clear blueprint and a powerful toolkit of practical applications. Finally, we will look at the new economic landscape of 2025 and how your personal energetic work positions you at the forefront of this global shift. Get ready to build your personal energetic blueprint, not just for the next year, but for a lifetime of limitless abundance. Decoding the frequency, the science of energetic abundance. To truly understand how to unlock your wealth frequency, you must first grasp the core principle that governs all energetic phenomena, the law of resonance. Think of it like tuning a radio. Every radio station broadcasts on a specific frequency. To listen to your favorite station, you don't need to struggle or force anything. You simply turn the dial until your radio's receiver vibrates at the same frequency as the transmitter. The moment you achieve that resonance, the music, clear and uninhibited, fills the room. Your life, and specifically your financial reality, works in the exact same way. You are both the radio transmitter and the receiver. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs broadcast a unique energetic signal, and your life experiences are simply a reflection of what you are resonant with. When you're constantly focused on lack, fear, and debt, you are broadcasting on that frequency, and the universe can only deliver experiences that match that signal. The goal of the Energy Project for 2025 is to intentionally and powerfully tune your internal dial to the precise frequency of abundance, so that wealth can flow to you naturally and effortlessly. The bridge between this metaphysical concept and your physical reality is your own biological system. Your brain is not merely a data processor, it is a sophisticated energy transmitter. One of the most fascinating discoveries in neuroscience is neuroplasticity, which is the brain's astonishing ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, strengthens a specific neural pathway. When you dwell on negative thoughts about money, money is hard to get, there's never enough, I'm not good with money, you are literally carving deep, well-worn grooves in your brain's circuitry. These pathways become the default, the path of least resistance for your consciousness to follow, solidifying the energetic signal of scarcity. But just as you can strengthen these limiting pathways, you can also intentionally build new ones that are wired for abundance, and over time, these new pathways will become the dominant force in your reality. These energetic signals from the brain do not exist in a vacuum, they form a powerful, self-reinforcing feedback loop. When you consciously choose a positive thought, such as a feeling of gratitude or a vision of a prosperous future, you activate new neural pathways. This positive activation sends a signal down the vagus nerve, which serves as a crucial link between the brain and the body's nervous system. This stimulation of the vagus nerve has a profound effect. It calms the nervous system, reducing stress and anxiety, and helps the body release a cascade of feel-good hormones. One of these key hormones is dopamine. This chemical release, in turn, reinforces the positive thought and the behavior that led to it, making it easier to repeat. It's a virtuous cycle. A positive thought leads to a biochemical shift, which makes you feel good and encourages more positive thoughts, strengthening the new neural pathways, which sends an even clearer signal to the universe. This powerful biological and spiritual loop explains why simply thinking positive isn't enough. It's the biological and energetic reinforcement that makes the process sustainable and effective. Finally, we turn to the quantum connection. Quantum physics, the study of the fundamental nature of reality at the smallest scales, gives us a powerful metaphor for consciousness. One of its most famous concepts is the observer effect, which demonstrates that the very act of observing a quantum particle changes its state. Before it is observed, the particle exists as a wave of all possible probabilities. But the moment it is observed, it collapses into a single, definite state. This is not just a scientific curiosity, it is a profound metaphor for your consciousness and its relationship with your reality. Your focus, your intention, your observation, these are powerful forces. What you choose to observe and direct your attention toward is what you cause to manifest from the field of infinite possibilities. When you intentionally focus on the signs of abundance in your life, on the opportunities and possibilities, you are, in a very real way, causing them to collapse from a field of potential into your physical reality. By understanding that your consciousness is a force that actively shapes your reality, you can begin to exercise this power with purpose. The 3 pillars of the 2025 Energy Project. To translate this understanding of frequency and resonance into tangible results, we need a practical framework. This is the purpose of the 3 pillars of the 2025 Energy Project. These pillars are not a series of disconnected steps, they are a holistic, interconnected system. Each pillar reinforces the others, creating a powerful feedback loop that will accelerate your journey toward abundance. Think of them as the 3 core components of your energetic blueprint, each one critical for success. Pillar 1, Mindset Resonance. This first pillar is the foundation. It's all about intentionally reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with the frequency of wealth. Most of us operate on default settings, on beliefs about money that we absorbed in childhood or from society. These deeply ingrained beliefs dictate our thoughts, emotions, and actions, often sabotaging our best efforts to create wealth. The first step is to recognize that your mind is a garden, and what you plant and cultivate will determine what you harvest. You must shift from a mentality of lack to a mentality of abundance. One of the most powerful and scientifically validated tools for this is gratitude. The practice of gratitude is not just a feel-good exercise, it actively rewires the brain. Research has shown that gratitude can change the reward and social circuits in your brain, leading to a greater sense of well-being and a more optimistic outlook. When you consistently practice gratitude, you are essentially training your brain to notice and amplify the good things that are already present in your life. This shifts your energetic signal from one of "I don't have enough" to "I have so much to be thankful for," which is the very essence of the abundance frequency. By actively seeking out and appreciating what you already have, you open yourself up to receive more. Pillar 2, Energetic Hygiene. The second pillar is about clearing the static that disrupts your frequency. Just as a radio signal can be garbled by interference, your energetic signal can be blocked by unprocessed emotions, old trauma, and the stress of daily life. This pillar is about releasing emotional baggage and protecting your energy field. The goal is to create a clean, clear slate so that your energetic broadcast is pure and powerful. Without this pillar, the work you do on your mindset will always be fighting against an underlying current of negative energy. The most effective practices for clearing this static are meditation and breathwork. When we are stressed, our sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system, is on high alert, creating a constant state of internal turmoil. Meditation and deep, controlled breathing directly activate the parasympathetic nervous system, specifically calming the vagus nerve, which helps to reduce stress and anxiety. By consciously calming your body and mind, you are literally lowering the internal resistance to the flow of abundance. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your energetic system, clearing away the emotional and psychological clutter that has been holding you back. Pillar 3, Aligned Action. This is the most critical pillar because it is the bridge between your internal work and your external results. It's the point where your frequency is put into motion. This pillar is not about subscribing to the exhausting hustle culture mentality of working 24/7. It's about inspired, effortless action that is in perfect sync with your highest frequency. It's about moving from a state of forcing to a state of flowing, where the right opportunities, people, and resources seem to appear as if by magic. When you are internally aligned, your mindset is resonant and your energy is clear. The actions you take are no longer based on fear or desperation. They are born from intuition and inspiration. These are the actions that release dopamine, a neurotransmitter that reinforces positive behaviors. When you take an aligned step and it feels good, your brain gets a hit of dopamine, which motivates you to take the next aligned step. It's a powerful feedback loop that makes your path to wealth feel less like a climb and more like a downhill flow. The Toolkit, Practical Applications for a High-Frequency Life. Now that you have the blueprint, let's put the tools in your hands. This section provides you with concrete, actionable practices you can implement immediately to begin building your wealth frequency. For Pillar 1, Mindset Resonance. Guided visualization. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day in a quiet space. Close your eyes and visualize your future life of abundance in vivid detail. Don't just see it, feel it. Imagine the feeling of having financial freedom, the feeling of ease and joy as money flows to you effortlessly. Visualize the bank account balance, the opportunities that come your way, the peace of mind you have. This isn't just daydreaming, you are creating a mental reality that your brain will begin to accept as possible, building the neural pathways for its manifestation. Affirmations and journaling. Affirmations are powerful tools for replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. The key is to make them feel true and to connect them with a genuine emotion. Instead of a road I am rich, try I am a magnet for money and opportunities, and say it with a smile. Pair this with a journaling practice. Ask yourself, what is my biggest limiting belief about money? Once you identify it, reframe it. If the belief is I have to work hard for every penny, reframe it to money flows to me effortlessly through inspired action. This process unearths the static and replaces it with a clear, powerful signal. For Pillar 2, Energetic Hygiene. Grounding techniques. Spend a few minutes each day connecting with the physical world. Stand barefoot on grass or dirt, feel the solidity of the ground beneath your feet. This simple act helps to release energetic stress and reconnect you with the foundational frequency of the earth, bringing a sense of calm and stability. Vagus nerve toning. The vagus nerve is a critical component of your nervous system. You can tone it through simple exercises. Humming, gargling, and controlled deep breathing all stimulate the vagus nerve, which in turn reduces the body's stress response and promotes a state of calm and presence. This physical practice is a direct way to clear the energetic static caused by stress and anxiety, making it easier to receive high-frequency signals. The Emotional Release Protocol. When a negative emotion or limiting belief surfaces, don't suppress it. Instead, follow this simple 3-step process. First, acknowledge the emotion. Simply say to yourself, I'm feeling stress about money. Second, process it by allowing yourself to feel the emotion without judgment. Where do you feel it in your body? Allow it to be there. Third, release it. Take a deep breath and, as you exhale, visualize the emotion leaving your body. This protocol allows you to move through emotional blockages instead of letting them become stagnant energy in your system. For Pillar 3, Aligned Action. The Compass of Synchronicity. As you begin to align your energy, you will notice an increase in synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that guide you toward your goals. A book falls off a shelf with the exact title you needed. An old friend calls with an unexpected opportunity. These are not random, they are guideposts from the universe, telling you that you are on the right path and that your frequency is aligned. The key is to listen to your intuition and take action on these inspired nudges. Finding your purpose. The most effortless form of action comes from a place of passion and purpose. Studies have shown that a passion-driven career, as opposed to one solely for financial gain, leads to greater well-being and, paradoxically, often to greater financial success. When you are deeply engaged in work you love, the effort feels non-existent and the rewards are immeasurable. This work becomes an extension of your high-frequency state, making it a powerful magnet for abundance. The dopamine feedback loop: each time you take an inspired, aligned action, no matter how small, sending an email, making a phone call, starting a creative project, you get a tiny release of dopamine. This neurotransmitter makes you feel good and reinforces the behavior, creating a powerful loop that encourages you to take the next action and then the next. This makes the path to wealth feel not like a grind, but like an exhilarating, self-perpetuating game. The 2025 Quantum Leap: synchronizing with the future. Your personal energetic project is not a solitary endeavor. It is a vanguard position in a global shift that is already gaining incredible momentum. The old economic paradigm was built on scarcity, competition, and centralized power structures. The new one, which is truly taking hold in 2025, is built on co-creation, purpose, and community-driven abundance. The same conscious individuals who are exploring spiritual and personal growth are the ones pioneering new forms of wealth and commerce. This is not a coincidence, it is a profound convergence of personal transformation and global economic evolution. One of the most powerful shifts is the rise of a co-creative, purpose-driven economy. The traditional model of a 9-to-5 job is giving way to the gig economy and the rise of freelance and passion-driven careers. This means that the old rule of trading time for money is becoming obsolete. The future is about creating value and impact through work that aligns with your purpose. This is where your personal energetic project becomes not just a personal benefit, but a strategic advantage. When your actions are aligned with your passion, they are infused with high-frequency energy, making you an attractive force in a market that is increasingly valuing authenticity and purpose. The economic landscape of 2025 is also being shaped by a new consumer consciousness. There is a growing movement toward conscious consumerism. People are no longer just buying products, they are buying into a brand's values, its mission, and its positive impact on the world. As a result, the most successful businesses of the future are not those with the best marketing campaigns, but those with the clearest mission and the highest integrity. Your personal energetic work, your focus on purpose and authenticity, is perfectly in sync with this trend, positioning you to thrive in this new market. Furthermore, we are seeing a dramatic rise in community-driven business models. From collaborative platforms to decentralized autonomous organizations, the future of commerce is moving away from the competitive, siloed approach and toward a collaborative, interconnected ecosystem where people leverage their collective energy and resources for mutual benefit. Finally, consider the convergence of the personal wellness industry with the world of finance. The wellness market is projected to reach an astounding $7 trillion by 2025. This staggering growth is a direct reflection of a global awakening. People are investing in their physical, mental, and spiritual well-being at an unprecedented rate. At the same time, we are witnessing the growth of decentralized finance and digital assets. These new financial systems are built on principles of autonomy, transparency, and community. The individuals who are investing in their own consciousness are the same ones exploring these new, values-aligned forms of wealth. This is not just a trend, it's a reflection of a broader societal shift away from traditional, centralized power structures towards personal autonomy, purpose, and community-driven abundance. Your energy project isn't just a personal choice, it's a vanguard position in this new economic and social paradigm. Activating the abundance vortex. We have come to the end of our journey, but this is truly just the beginning of yours. We began by understanding the foundational principles of energetic resonance and the scientific basis for abundance. We then laid out a clear blueprint for your 2025 journey, a framework built on the 3 pillars of mindset resonance, energetic hygiene, and aligned action. We've equipped you with a practical toolkit of exercises and techniques to begin raising your frequency immediately. And we've positioned this work not as a solitary quest, but as a strategic alignment with the powerful, co-creative economic shifts that are shaping the world of 2025 and beyond. The final and most important message is this: your wealth is not out there, waiting to be found. It is not something you have to force, struggle for, or compete to get. True abundance is a state of being, an internal frequency waiting to be unlocked. Your personal energy is the greatest asset you possess, and when you learn to intentionally broadcast the frequency of wealth, the universe will respond. You are the architect of your own reality, and the time to begin is now. The 2025 Energy Project is your invitation to stop chasing and start attracting, to step into your power, and to activate the powerful abundance vortex that is already a part of you.